Is it the from quarterback to offensive line? Is the offensive
No,
line
it's offensive
quarterback?
line to offensive line. I think especially when we have some new guys, it's not that that's an excuse, but that we have to make sure that we all on the same page.
Yeah.
Taking the right steps with the right foot together as one.
How did the offense change when Michael came in?
I can't really say too much about that because whenever you're in the game, it's almost like it doesn't matter who's behind you. You're trying to do your job to the best of your ability, and help the team in any way. So when Michael was in there, it was just, hey guys, we're down. We got to pull something together. Like, let's go out there and let's put it all on the line. So.
Did you feel the spark kind of, I guess, starting in the fourth quarter?
I'm sorry.
Did you feel a spark kind of in the fourth quarter with him back there making plays with his feet? No, his arm, but a lot with his feet.
Again, like I don't want to say like I didn't notice him playing, but it really isn't about that. It's more about what can I do and what can the offensive line do to help the team win at the moment, because regardless of what, happens in the backfield regardless of what happens in the backfield, it's, hey, we got to get our stuff down and we got to be the best way we can be so that we have a chance. I think it starts up front, and I like to think it starts with me. So when it comes to the backfield and the receivers, anything like that, I don't really think too deep into it because I feel like if I do my job, to the best of my abilities at the highest level, then everything else is going to work out.
But you guys have had musical chairs essentially at the offensive line spot throughout the season. It's been lineup after lineup and different lineup after different lineup. How hard is that in the communication part of things?
It's difficult, but it's difficult. But I honestly think that we're blessed with talent. At every position, we have people that can come in whenever people go down. A lot of teams have depth problems whenever it comes to that, and I think that this team has a lot of really good athletes, especially at offensive line. That are able to get the job done, and it is a little tough whenever the person next to you that you've been kind of getting used to goes down. But I think that we're all so close that it's an easier transition, than it might seem. You know what I mean?
This is the fourth game that we've talked to different members of the offensive line about communication problems. What's got to change for you guys to get that on the same page and going?
It kind of goes back to the, getting different guys in there, but it's also, putting in more time together, we all, this is our first time really playing together in game scenarios, and it's improving for sure every game, but, it's just, hey, what can we do, to help that process go even faster? What can we do today to help us tomorrow? You know what I mean? Like it's just steady improvement every day, the grind every day, and that's what I love about our offensive lines. That we try to grind every day, try to improve every day, regardless of outcome.
Is that a process that can actually really be sped up, or is it just going to take more game reps to get that going?
I think it can be sped up because I think it already has been. I think that from the beginning to right now, I think that we have made a lot of improvement in certain areas, and it's just little things that we need to fix, to where we can play a complete game as offensive line, and really be the dominant offensive line that I know we can be.
Does it get frustrating though? The communication issues. It feels like, and maybe I'm mistaken, that it just happens sometimes just in a very inopportune time for you guys, in a big moment that kind of swings a game one way or the other.
I'm sorry, that's the question.
Does it get frustrating in that aspect?
You can't get frustrated with the guy next to you, or you can't get frustrated with yourself because you still got the rest of the game. You can be frustrated after the game, but even then it's, okay, we got to wash it and move on because we got another game next week. It's, okay, what did I do wrong? What did we do wrong? What can we do to improve? How are we going to do it? Let's go attack it.
Who are the leaders on the offense? Did anybody say anything after the game? What's that locker room like?
I think the whole, starting five and even some of the twos, they're like we're all trying to step up and be leaders. We're all kind of new, so it's like everybody's voices is heard and everybody's concerns is heard, which is what I really like. There's no like I wouldn't say we have some like older guys in there for sure, but I would say that everybody that in there that talks, they get listened to and their points get heard, and it's more like it's more like a family,
Yeah.
and it's not just hey, this guy's talking, listen to what he says. It's okay, what do we all think we can do better? Even whenever we're watching film, it's like hey, a younger guy might be like, hey, you did this wrong. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, and then I can do the same thing with him, or even somebody, one of the seniors, I can be like, hey, we should do this instead, and I think that we all like hear each other's voices very well and are able to adjust to that.
You have to be almost careful this week that the frustrations don't spill over and split a locker room.
No, of course. We get in, watch the game, and then after that you got to watch it, improve from that last game, take the critiques, and then we got to attack, next practice with everything we got, and make sure that we are, a better team next week.
Danny said that Ethan Downs came in and put the team together really quickly and talked to you guys. Is that the type of leadership you're talking about? And what did he, without getting into too much detail, what did he kind of communicate with you guys?
It was just kind of the same thing. Like, yeah, we lost, but it's, it's not the end of the world. We got next week's game. We can't hang our heads. We got to take the criticism, take the critiques, take the coaching points and not move on per se, but improve from, the mistakes that we made today and in the game today. Because, this is a really special team, and, I do believe we have everything, to be a phenomenal team. But it's just, it's just going to take us being, 100% on all the little stuff, the little details, making sure that we're aligned, even like down to like these little things like alignment, making sure we're aligned right, stuff like that.
Thanks, everybody.